Alright, let me make sure everything is set up here correctly, but we're going to be climbing ranked today is what I think we're going to be doing. We're going to try. So, let me go ahead and remove some of these tags, because I can't do that through the app I'm using. We're going to get rid of some of these BG3 ones. Message. I should probably mute my stuff. Whoa, calm down. I just want to turn off my notifications. There we go. Alright. Let's see. What type of tags do we use for this? MTG. Right? MTGA. So we gotta have Arena in there. Turn-based. Strategy, right? Turn-based strategy. That makes sense. And, friggin' grinding. Because that's what we're doing. Alright, so the goal is to climb ranked. That's what we are looking to do. So let me go here. I'm really excited about this Marvel set, by the way. I wasn't really super hyped when Spider-Man came out, despite him being like my all-time favorite superhero, but, you know, I am really fucking pumped about the Marvel set in general. I was one of those people who was super against Universes Beyond, but, I don't know. Some of them hit, some of them don't, so I guess that's kind of like what you get with it. And I guess I'm warming up to it as a whole. I liked Doctor Who, I liked Fallout, I wasn't really big on Warhammer, I liked Avatar, but, you know, it's whatever. A lot of the crossover stuff kind of misses me, but a lot of it, you know, does reside, does hit a note. Alright, so we're going to go into play here. Let's go ahead and find match. We want ranked, standard, and I am taking my so powerful and probably my favorite standard deck right now that I got in here, and playing SEPHIROTH. Oh, you know what? Somebody told me earlier, the last time I was streaming, that my audio on here, my music and stuff, is just a little bit too loud, so we're going to turn some of that down. And hopefully you can hear me a bit better, because I know that's exactly what you want. You just want to hear me all the time. So let's go ahead and hop in here. We're going to play SEPHIROTH. You know what? We'll show the deck first. We'll show the deck before we hop in. I'm going to show what I got. So we are running our SEPHIROTH Mono Black. Nope, not the EDH, sorry. This one here. Edit! And we'll show you what we're working with here, because it's really synergistic. It's super fun. And it's very basic. Look at this. This is the most basic deck I have. But that's standard play for you. That's 60 card for you. You know, it's fucking 4 copies of shit and not a lot of diversity, which is where Commander really becomes huge. But yeah, let's take a look. So we got Corrupted Conviction. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature and you draw 2 cards. Cool, SEPHIROTH triggers. Embrace Oblivion. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice an artifact to creature. Destroy target creature or spacecraft. Cool, SEPHIROTH triggers. That's a 1-drop fucking murder spell, and we get to trigger our SEPHIROTH with it. Cool. Forsaken Miner. This creature can't block. Whatever. And whenever you commit a crime, you may pay 1 black. If you do, return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. This is huge. This is our sack creature right here. This guy and the Time Warp Cullist, or where is he? Right? Timeline Color. That's what he's called. Anyway. Greedy Freebooter. This is another sack creature because we're going to get treasure. He lets us scry, see what's coming up. Hi, Goose. My cat is in heat and she is meowing crazy loud. Snarling Gorehound. Another 1-drop. Menace. 1/1. And whenever a creature you control power 2 or less enters, surveil 1. Just lets us feed through our library and get to the good stuff. Tragic Trajectory. Target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Void. That creature gets -10/-10 until end of turn if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped. 1 drop for -10 is fucking insane. So that's pretty crazy. And to think that we won't have a permanent leave the battlefield is just ridiculous. The whole deck is based around the SEPHIROTH's energy of watching shit die and creatures count. So we're going to be neg-10ing shit for 1 black mana. This is like a super budget deck. I mean, look at our fucking mana curve on this, right? Our mana curve is majority 1-drops. We don't have a single spell that costs 4, not a single spell that costs 5, and only 3 things that cost 6. Our game starts on turn 1. It's unheard of. It's great. Well, for me anyway. I play a lot of stuff that's usually like turn 3 or 4, which is still slow for a lot of stuff, but, you know, I make it work because I play a lot of control. Umbral Caller Zealot. Sacrifice another creature or artifact, surveil 1. This is just a nice sack outlet. Let's see what else we got here. We got Vengeful Blood Witch. Whenever this creature or another creature you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life and gain 1 life. So basically what Sephiroth does, but, you know, not Sephiroth. And this is probably my favorite creature in the deck aside from our boy, Sephiroth. Timeline Color. For 2 black, he's a 2/2 with haste. Great, cool, awesome. Or you may cast this card from your graveyard using its warp ability, whatever. The warp is what we're looking at. Warp is 1 black and 2 life. Okay, great. So you put him out for 1 drop. He comes out, has haste, starts swinging, disappears, triggering on stuff that says if you have something leave the battlefield, stuff happens. And then you can play him from the graveyard for that warp cost. That's crazy. That's so good. That's so good. He's broken. And yes, we have 4 copies of our Fabled Soldier, because he is the main dude of the deck. Masamune, because what warrior is complete without his arm? And yes, I do say his arm. It's his sword, but it is his arm, an extension of him. We have Massacre Worm for some field wipeage and some more life loss type shit, which is really, really strong. This is the only thing that we have. Well, no, we have one other thing that costs a pretty exorbitant amount. But this and Arden the Usurper are the only things that we have that cost a beefy amount of mana. This thing comes out, he's going to wipe a field. He's going to cause life gain and life loss just on a scale unsurmountable. It's going to be great. And then Arden the Usurper. This guy deserves his own fucking commander deck, and I might make it. Demons you control have Menache, Lifelink, and Haste. Star Scourge. At the beginning of combat on your turn, exile up to 1 target creature card from a graveyard. If you exiled a creature card this way, create a token that's a copy of that card, except it's a 5/5 black demon. I didn't notice. I run this card in my decks in real life, in my paper decks. I did not notice that this card does not need to pull something from your graveyard. At the beginning of combat on your turn, exile up to 1 target creature card from a graveyard. I had been misplaying this card in my real life paper games because I've just been pulling stuff out of my graveyard, and if I don't have anything, I wasn't grabbing anything. But he does not care. He will pull something from anybody's graveyard. Okay, so without further ado, I give to you Sephiroth, my mono black, and we are going to try and climb ranked a bit here today. And I'll tell you what, as some little extra spice to it, every time we lose, we're going to smoke up. Of course, just for good measure, we should smoke anyway, right? We should probably hit a bowl right now and get her going. So let's go ahead and hop in standard ranked with our Sephiroth deck. Our super mana budget, our budget mana Sephiroth deck, mono black. Let's go. Blake Fenrir.
Oh no! Oh no, not Blake Fenrir! No, you guys!
Alright, we're going to keep this because it's mono black. We already have 2 mana in hand, which is everything in our deck with the exception of 3 cards. We're good to go. Let's get it. Everything in the deck with the exception of like 2 cards. Alright, we're going to drop this first. We're going to put out... No, we'll put out the Sacred Miner because we can always haste in the Timeline Color next turn and swing for 4 on turn 2, which is pretty strong. I think it's pretty strong. Alright, put down a land. We could get a good draw going. We can play this guy and start getting some life gain, life loss going, right? Let's do that. We'll Bloodline Color next turn. We're going to swing the Forsaken Miner. Force him to block if he's going to. I don't think he will because he wants his mana rampage. You're not blocking. Alright. Saz's Chocobo. Oh, yeah. Whenever a land you control enters, put a +1 counter on this creature. Very nice, very nice. Not bad. I'd hate if something happened to that, right? That'd be terrible.
That would be so bad.
We could get a good draw engine. This isn't going to kill one of his things. So let's go ahead and put Sephiroth down. We'll do that. We'll get rid of the Forsaken Miner. Yep. That's going to give us one card, a life, and they're going to lose a life. Alright, did we gain one for that? No, yes, we did. I knew we did. I knew that. I'm not going to swing this turn. We are preparing the way, paving the way for SEPHIROTH. SEPHIROTH! If you don't do that every time you say SEPHIROTH, are you really even playing that? SEPHIROTH! Yeah, buddy. Well, I got a 3-3, so you don't want to be swinging that. Tragic Trajectory. Target creature gets -2/-2. Void. Let's see if we can get a spell out of our hand. Oh, and we can. So we're going to Timeline Color. And we are going to warp him in.
And then we will Corrupted Conviction.
Yep, that's right. We're going to budget this. Get rid of my Timeline Color. Yep, sacked. Goodbye. We'll draw 2 cards. It's fine. Not a big deal. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. I think I can get my Forsaken Miner here back, but I'm not going to because I want to kill that fucking hybrid. Or the Chocobo. Yeah, so just playing that for now. That'll pop up again. Every time SEPHIROTH goes off, it does a thing. Bang, look at that. Cards. And now, Tragic Trajectory. Your silly little Hydra. Get it out of here. Get it gone. Yes. 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 Let's see. Oh my goodness, can I do another one? I can. We can do another one because I got a line. Yep, get rid of that Chocobo. And I think that'll be the 4th trigger. No? Well, this will be. When SEPHIROTH attacks, we are going to sacrifice this creature. That is our 4th trigger. I know for a fact it is. Yeah, baby! I think we're only on like turn 4 here, and he's at 5 life. This is insane. This deck is fucking nuts. I'm gonna be that guy real quick. That's a good game, homie. You're not. Yeah, it's over. I love it. How long is that? 12 minutes? I mean, but we took like 10 of it past. So. Rank up! Woohoo! Bronze tier 2. Let's go. You know what? I'm having a victory cheers. That's right. Maybe I should have done victory cheers instead of lost cheers. You know what? Whenever we win, we smoke. Whenever we lose, we smoke. No matter what, we smoke. That's going to get claimed. Do we have enough for packs? We have enough for 2 packs. Let's get those real quick. And I am going to grab Marvel sets. I am a big fan of the Marvel sets. Nope, sorry, packs. Click the wrong thing. Get packs. I'm going to buy 2 of these Marvel packs. That will give me my gold card, which is really cool. Ooh, should I splurge for a mythic? I feel like we'll splurge for mythic next time, right? Right, we just want cards at the moment. Nah, you don't really get anything for using a mythic pack, I guess. I don't think so. I know you're supposed to have, like, better drops and shit, but it's whatever. I don't really care that much. I want all the cards in there. Yes, we got our gold pack. Fuck, yes. Alright, let's open that bitch up first. Because I'm always a big fan of Berserk cards. And that's a rare wild card added. Fuck yes. We got 2 mythics there. This is going to be great. Reveal all. What do we got? The End Stone. Whenever you play a land or cast a spell, draw a card. At the beginning of your end step, your life total becomes half your starting life total, rounded up. I have this in paper, and it's good, but it kind of can screw you over in Commander. Mimoplasm, Revered One. That is a Sultai colored card from, what is that? Start Your Engines in Aether something? I don't know what the fuck that set is called. Nobody knows what that set is called. Nobody cares. As Mimoplasm enters, exile up to X target creature cards from your graveyard. It enters with 3 +1/+1 counters on it for each creature card exiled this way. For 2 mana, Mimoplasm becomes a copy of target creature card exiled with it, except it's a 0/0 and has this ability. That's actually really fucking gnarly, especially for a Sultai deck. The unbeatable Squirrel Girl! No fucking way! Bro, we are so making her. I'm not a fan of green. Green is my least favorite color in Magic. I think it's fucking stupid. Anybody can play green stompies. But this, I want to build a Squirrel Girl deck. I've been saying I want to build her. We're going to build her. I think that'll be funny. Armagon, Future Shark. Flash, when he enters, destroy up to 3 target creatures for 8 mana. I mean, 8 mana. He's coming out as a 9/6. Holy shit. Flash and blowing shit up. That's pretty good. Teenage Mutant Turtles, what were you doing? The Wondrous Wasp. Oh, that's another good one. Another Marvel one. Flash, flying, 2/1, Wasp, sting. When the Wondrous Wasp enters, tap up to one target creature. It loses all abilities for as long as the Wondrous Wasp remains on the battlefield. Damn! World War Hulk? Okay. The next red or green creature spell you cast this turn can be cast without paying its mana cost. Ugly. Put 3 +1 counters on target creature you control. Okay. Choose target creature you control until end of turn. Double its power and toughness, and it gains trample. Lovely. You gotta love that, right? Green doing what green do. Alright, well that was a pretty good gold pack. Not gonna lie, that was actually pretty awesome. Alright, let's open up the superheroes. Ooh, what do we got? What do we got? I am Iron Man. I am Iron Man. Until end of turn, target artifact or creature becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 4/4 and gains flying. Draw a card. That's pretty solid. That's Ensoul artifact and a draw in one. Except it's not a 5/5. It's a 4/4. Alright, what do we got? Castle Doom. Add gray. Okay. Add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast an artifact spell. Okay, that's pretty good. Sacrifice this artifact. Create a 3/3 colorless robot villain artifact creature token named Doombot. Activate only as a sorcery. Why would I want to sacrifice a land for a silly 3/3 Doombot? That last ability is going to fall flat for me. But Castle Doom, actually, I could probably tech that into, I guess, my Noctis deck, or any of my artifact decks, really. I love artifacts. They're my favorite archetype. And if you haven't checked them out, I have a couple of decks on Archidect. Just look up Desrium on Archidect, and you can check out what I'm using in Paper Magic. I got an update for my arena cards. But I got my Noctis Paper Magic deck on there, I got my Ishtola, and I got the Wise Mothman. So we got a couple of decks on Archidect, and I think I gotta update it to add the ones that I'm making here on Arena. I think that'd be pretty good. Alright, what do we got in pack number 2? Please do not be that fucking dino girl with fucking Moon and Dino whatever. Devil Dino. I got 2 of those last time, and I think it's fucking stupid. Please don't do this. Hey, a rare! A rare wild card. That's so much better than anything else you could have given me that was a rare, because now I can just choose whatever the fuck I want. Alright, that's great. I like that. I like that a lot. Back to the grind. And a cheers. Let's queue up and smoke up. Alright, we got 17 minutes, 45 seconds on the clock. Let's see how long this game takes. We'll call it 18, because we're actually getting into it at 18 minutes. 5 seconds to 18 minutes, so I'm going to call it 18 minutes. We're getting at the 18 minutes. Yeah, look at that. It's now exactly 18 minutes. Here we go. 2 mana in hand. Oh my goodness. 2 Sephiroths, a Forsaken Miner, Snaring Gar. Yeah, this whole hand is fucking playable. It's gonna draw into a 3rd land. Alright, so first things first, let's go ahead and put the gruesome guy down so we can start surveilling and pulling through our cards. And he's gonna go through untouched, I think, because he has Menace. Manache. So it's just gonna be a little just winding it right on in there. Let's go ahead and do Bloodline. Oh, sorry, Vengeful Bloodline. I still haven't smoked. Cheers. I'm gonna keep Sephiroth on top just in case, because you can never have enough of our favorite one-man game. Getting rid of my Manache? That's a life, buddy. Okay. I'm gonna play him for his regular cost. I'm gonna haste him for 3. 2 haste, 1 on the field, so 3. Hero's Downfall. You're a black-white deck, and you're gonna be killing my shit. That was the wrong target, though, if I'm being honest with you, homie. That was the wrong target. And now we can warp them from the graveyard anytime unless they exile it. Oh boy. Let's see. Oh, this is gonna be good. Ready? I'm gonna play him for his warp. Oh, I couldn't play him for his warp. Fuck me. What happened there? I was supposed to be warp for 1. Oh, I know. He didn't go to graveyard. So that was me just casting him for his regular mana cost. That makes more sense. I'm not going to attack. We'll give you a turn. Because you can kill one of my things. And I can only squeak 2. So let's see if you swing. Yeah, cool. Go ahead, swing him. Is it Vigilance? It is not Vigilante. So, let's do this. That's draws. We don't need a draw. What we do need is a Sephiroth on the battlefield. We're going to go ahead and sacrifice the Bloodline or the Timeline Pillar. Give us a draw, life loss, that's other life loss, bang bang. And swinging for 3, bringing you to a nice lead. This is great. This is going so smooth. We're 3 minutes in. Cat Collector. Oh man, that sounds so much cuter, but more lethal than a tax collector. Oh, okay. Okay, I see you. Yep. Well, I think I need options. I need options, so let's go ahead and get rid of the Forsaken Miner. Honestly, you can bring him right back. I'm gonna decline now and hold off and wait and see what we draw. 2 mana is a lot for this deck. Perfect! We get a land out of this. We got a creature die, so we can drop the Tragic Trajectory and kill this angel. And yes, now I will bring back my Forsaken. Yeah, sure. And now, let's go ahead and do this. I'll get rid of Forsaken Miner one more time. That should hopefully trigger Sephiroth. To flip, I mean, so we get the end. No? I only had 3 there? Damn. Well, it is what it is. No attacks. Goosey, come on, girl. I know you're going through it.
Angelic Destiny!
Go ahead, swing it. Swing it. He swung it. Okay. We're gonna do this. We're still low on lands. Actually, next turn we can get our Massacre Worm if we live that long. Which I think we will. We have enough life gain on the board. Okay, so let's go ahead and put down the Gorehand. That's going to give us the ability to surveil. We're going to warp in the Timeline color from the graveyard. Surveilling, I don't need a land. I need a place. And now I'll play out... no, I'll warp in? Warp in Timeline color. Because if I'm doing this, that's a good sack outlet. But that's not what I need. I need a sack. So now, if I swing with all, minus this guy, he's gonna trigger. I will sacrifice, I guess, the Gorehound. It's gonna give me a card. It's gonna trigger. Hooray! Bang bang. It's 2. Forsaken Miner. I will, because we can also play the other 1-drop. I'm not going to pay for him. We got to get out of range of his 7 damage, so I need to gain 1 more life, which is hopefully going to happen here. Oh, so close, but no cigar. So close, but no cigar. Well, it is what it is. You know, sometimes we lose. That was a really solid game on our part. I think. We everything we got. That Angelic Destiny saved his ass on this. That 1 card did the trick. So that's pretty cool. You know, it'd be like that sometimes. 4 mana plus 4 plus 4. Did you just play Massacre Worm? Oh my goodness, nice! Nice, I love Massacre Wormies. And thank you for that so much, because you just triggered Sephiroth. Massacre Worm, he played his own Massacre Worm! And it killed him! I thought we lost that! Holy shit! Oh, that was great. That was so good. Fuck yeah. Alright, we got time for about 1 more game, and then we got a boogie woogie on downstairs, because we're watching a movie tonight with Padre and our neighbor. If he didn't play Massacre Worm and just swung, but he wanted to kill my shit, and that was his downfall. If he just swung, he would have won that. All he had to do was swing. But he went for extra steps. And that triggered all my shit. All you had to do was swing. I didn't have any flying. That was it. Solid hand. Sephiroth starting hand 3 times in a row. Let's go. I mean, there's 4 copies of him, so I mean, you would imagine it's pretty likely. It's a little less than a 10% chance on a single draw, so... It's pretty good, it's pretty good. Let's go ahead and put down the minor. Okay, looking good, looking good. We play out a regular timeline color, non-wolf. Change to 4. 2. I love it, I love it. What are we playing against? A mono? Well, I don't know if it's mono, but that's a blue. That's an island, so we know it's a blue deck, obviously. Blue-green! Love me some blue-green. Put on the bench for Blood with first. Normal attack, 4. If we draw a land here, that would be super nice. Or just, yeah, whatever, that works too. Let me play an additional land, and for 6, look at the top 6 cards of the library, draw a creature card with mana value less than equal to the number of lands you control from one of them, put it on the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of the library. Well, that does not bother me all too much. What I really do... You know what? I want the draw now anyway. I don't want to say this one, we can give him a turn. Not Bloodline Color. I keep thinking it's Bloodline Color. I keep thinking it, but it's Timeline Color. Timeline Color. Hey, land. Now I can walk this in from the graveyard by drawing to life. And... this one too. There we go. 2 attackers. That time, I gotta get that name right. Timeline Color That timeline color is so good, man. That's got to be probably one of my favorite colors to come out in a while. And just the amount of playability and dodgeability this black creature has. Rocking shit with haste. He can swing out for 1 mana. He can drop him for 2. Comes back from the graveyard. Just constant replayability. It's so good. So good. Yeah. We're gonna wait a turn. He can kill one of my things now, and next turn we can do some pretty explosive damage, and I can afford to just eat what he's about to send at me, if he sends it at me. I think it's gonna be explosive. It's gonna be nice little combos that ping off and just do 1/1, 1/1, 1/1. Because between the Blood Witch and Sephiroth, every time a creature dies, it's dealing a damage on cannon. Yeah, that's pretty good. That definitely... Oh, you're just tapping them? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That doesn't stop his trigger, and I think they know that, obviously. They're just trying to stop him from being a problem when he flips, because he's going to. So that makes sense. Now, the question is, what does he get rid of here? I would, if you have an actual removal, I would get rid of my Blood Witch. Because that's my other life gain, life losser. If you did something to Sephiroth, I'd say get rid of him. I think you did what you could do. Yeah, we'll eat 5. No blocks. We'll eat 5. And take turn. Okay, so we got a Gorehound. Oh, got the Gorehound. 5 mana on deck. Let's see what he can do. Snarling Gorehound's gonna go down for 1. That 1/4 over there is bothering me, but it is what it is. We're gonna play Timeline Color. Yes. Another Forsaken Miner? He's actually more useful to me in the graveyard. Right? No. We can afford to Embrace Oblivion. Sacking, well, we're going to destroy target creature spacecraft. I think I can swing for damage here. We're going to destroy his little scroll. And I'm going to sack my Timeline Cover. Now, we're going to have 2 mana left over. With that should be a minor. Yep, there's the trigger I was looking for. Okay. And yeah, that's good. Let's get that. I like draws. I'm going to decline because he's not in the graveyard anymore. Tricky. And then play Timeline Cultures with haste. And now, no matter what he does here, this is gonna be good. Okay, you're gonna go for him. That's the best block he could have made. Honestly, it truly, really was. So, now what I do is I just activate him, and we're gonna sack Forsaken Miner. Sephiroth triggers, Blood Witch triggers. Then sacrifice. The attack wasn't the thing. Well, hell yeah. I would say that was pretty good. But that's it from me, folks. We gotta go. And we'll be back later with some Baldur's Gate 3. We got Chain Weaver coming over, and we're gonna couch co-op some BG3. Hell yeah. GG's, y'all, and thank you for popping in.